We could go through the hard ones who I already played earlier today. And it feels unnecessary. We could play Vampire. If I actually think Vampire is hard. Sure, let's play Vampire. I don't really know if Vampire is hard or not. I don't think Vampire is hard. So my understanding of Vampire is you get damage percent, lifesteal percent, and armor for missing health, and this thing gives you lifesteal for missing health and scales of lifesteal. So if I'm missing half of my health, this is getting 100% damage and 16% lifesteal and another 2% lifesteal, probably like 12% because I have 6 of them, and I think that number scales. Like 28% lifesteal, which is another 14 flat damage. I'm getting 14 flat damage plus 100% damage. So that's like 28 damage if I'm at 50% HP. I mean, that was some rough math, but that feels really strong. So, I think we're gonna go for Vampire. Also, Primitive Set seems very good on this character. I'll be right back though. I'm gonna grab myself something to drink. It was 616 range or something. Do I need to get Fisherman out of the way? Oh, probably. Yeah, we should do Fisherman next. I think if I just play sensibly, I'll win. Vampire. Harvesting. I don't. Is this good? I don't know. It's probably like purchasing a. Oh, I don't know what it's like. A weird thing. It's like getting a purple stat upgrade by wave 10 or something. Which is probably worth that much money. These are so incredibly not harvesting. Yeah, I think you kind of don't have to spend any money on offensive stats ever for the entire run if you use these. I'm sure I'm exaggerating, but feels very strong. Can I go Weird Ghost? Wave 4? I hope so. You're a weird ghost? Do you haunt anyone? My grandmother used to tell me that she would haunt me for like a variety of things that I might do after she died. That was her leverage on me. I don't think she's haunting me. The thing is, like, she wouldn't have been mean to me anyway. It was a very toothless threat. When you have cats, it is literally impossible to tell if you're haunted or not. A fair point. So the only time that I've died as this character, I just literally got one shot from like 35 HP. So I think the thing that going for these lifesteal teeth things, fangs, whatever they're called, does is it lets me have more max HP from the set bonus and then spend more money on armor. And I should no longer get one shot, at which point it seems impossible to die because you get so much lifesteal. Sure. HP regen doesn't work. Do I want the max HP? Don't think so. All fun and games until you realize you don't have a cat. I think everyone always has a cat, though. A cat could decide that it belonged to you at any moment. Sure. Someone attribute you're growing out of being afraid of the dark in your own home due to having cats and having something to blame noises on. Yes, relatable. I have certainly woken up in the middle of the night to, like, the sound of footsteps or whatever, and then realized that I have cats, and I don't, like, is that good? I don't know. Feels bad if it was ever, like, actually someone burgling me. Although maybe it's safest to just stay in bed in such a situation. I don't know, what are you meant to do if someone's in your house rubbing you and you're, like, in bed? What is, like, the safe thing to do in such a situation? What a wild situation. Do I want 3% lifesteal? I guess so. Don't really care about Tentacle. I got enough crit chance though. I think I'd take it anyway. Depends on regional law. I had a solid 2 weeks of my life where this song was on repeat in my head. I haven't listened to it for a bit. Is it still really good? Uh-huh. It is. I have started replacing Asked AI with Asked Magic 8 Ball in my mind. And it makes a lot more sense to me. Just did a one arm that was fun but hard. One arm is pretty sweet. The enemies are now glacial. Do this again? Wave 10. Should be okay. If I die, I die. It was okay. Hey, Gem! I think more armor. More armor, more HP. But also more attack speed and damage and weapon upgrades. That's a bit concerning that I feel like I need everything right now. Did they ever have a song other than Dance Monkey that we know of? I don't know. I don't think those are the ones I want. Armor works. Bound Eyes, come on, my max HP. Hedgehog should be good. This should be good. Gem next to the 6 months. I appreciate it. I don't need more damage. I need to take more damage. Oh, my mistake. Dodge. Hey, Mini B 1892. Mini B 1892. Is that the year you were born? You should play Brotato while watching me play Brotato. Just do both. Entwine. This is called drain tanking. But I don't have enough armor for it to actually work. Very awkward. This one? Probably. Okay, this is an elite wave. I don't actually know if this is good on this character. It's unlocked by this character. I'm not going to buy it at level 17. I'm just wondering if I got offered it earlier, would I want it? I don't feel like I would. How to play this game? Yep, that is the question. I don't think I'm killing the elite, am I? We're halfway through the wave and it is at full health. Okay, so no. Noted. Sometimes the elites from the DLC just stand in the middle of the map for like 3 seconds. Like they're looting new code or something. It's very weird. This is not the only one that does it. Got the crate at the end. Nice. This is terrible. Thank you for gifting us up to Tunzelay. Can't get yourself to stop picking up fruit instinctually. I think I instinctually don't pick up fruit, so... My instincts are just wired differently at the start there. I don't know, I'm not convinced by this run right now. We'll see how it ends up. It looks like it's going to end up with me trying to survive 90 seconds, healing like a little bit. I don't think I get to take Weird Ghost anymore. Thank you for the 50 months algorithm. Maybe community support changes things. Huh? Okay, what are my options here? Because there's also a nail in the shop. So I get 77 engineering and then I buy a nail? And what I've ended up doing is giving myself 16 flat damage on all my weapons. That seems fine. I think this wave's easy, so I can lock and try to get it cursed. I'll take community support or nail cursed. Woo! Okay. I didn't curse nail, but I cursed community support. I guess we take that. Okay. Suddenly turrets are insane. You want to hear something really upsetting? They're not that good stall. Yeah, I think killing that is just not ever happening. I need more range so I can actually attack it. If I want to be able to kill it. Got better damage for clearing the rest of the stuff now, though. Range is good. Range is good. Let's just lock both of these. Give myself double chance of cursing one. Lock that. Lock this, honestly. I don't mind 10% enemy health. How do we not have a Kappa Nodders? I'm so happy that you assume I know what that means. I'm very touched. I don't know what I don't know what that means. Not down with the lingo. I don't really watch Twitch much anymore. Kappa Nodders is Kappa but nodding. Nodders is knobbers but generic. Is that one called knobbers? I think so. Sounds vaguely inappropriate. Alright. Improve tools and 82 engineering? Okay, at some point turrets actually do seem pretty good. Maybe I should get some of those. You learned the mind goblins joke in this stream? Nice. Or I'm sorry, what's a mind goblin? Yeah, what's hitting me? Okay, maybe we don't get hit by every attack. We have damage? Kinda. Honestly, not sure that I meant to take this. I'm recycling. Oh my god. What does this even say? We should find a turret. Might just never happening. Might just never happening. That's not a, like, grammatically correct sentence. It's okay. Why is engineering at 82? I found an axolotl. And got 82 engineering. Certainly far from the most powerful axolotl I've ever gotten, but it's doing okay, because I got a nail as well. You axolotl questions? Oh wow. Oh wow, that's a pocket factory. Okay. Okay. This is the thing, right? I should not have taken Bean Teacher. That's okay. I also had an HP regen axolotl recently. It was quite powerful. I feel like the turrets aren't doing anything. They take like 2 shots to kill one enemy. Sometimes more than 2 shots. I feel like I should have just spent money on armor. Oh well. What's it say? 25,000 damage. They dealt 25,000 damage in one wave. Is that good? I don't think it's good. Probably I wouldn't know. I do greatly enjoy when the turrets shoot the trees and make the other turrets. All right, let's try to let the turrets kill it. See if they can do however many thousands of damage that is. I don't think they can. I'm not a believer. I don't know. We get more of them though. They scale. It'll start charging at me eventually, and I might accidentally hit it with my own things. What if I die? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They were turrets, whatever. Alright, vampire's done. Vampire. Fang starts. Stayed there all game. Damage a little low. Got a so axolotl and community support to push over the line or whatever. I'm pretty sure that that's the build that I want to do on Vampire, just in general, but I'm not, like, above 90%. I'm like 85%. It is possible that I want Thief Daggers more. Who's next? People were saying I should do Fisherman, and I think that that's true. Fisherman. So I like Spear a lot on Fisherman. Time for 1,000 baits. 1,000 baits at 9-0. I could just start Scissors, actually. I like Scissors a lot. Let's start Scissors. Like, if I go 4 Scissors, 3 baits for wave 2, I, like, never die. And then if I just stay on Scissors and don't bother going into Thief Daggers, I can't imagine that I ever die in the mid or late game either. Armor? Actually? Shit. 3 Scissors. Okay. Flat melee damage would be very good. Like armor. Flat melee damage, there you go. Two or 3? I think we go 3 again. That was definitely, like, losable. It's really just melee damage and no other stat matters. Oh, range. Okay. Yeah, spear is just, like, better javelin. People don't realize how good spear is, I think. Spear's really good. Melee damage. Split. I really need it. Okay. I'm gonna buy 1 max HP. Am I? Maybe 2% lifesteal makes more sense. How did I end up liking Pruner Chef? I went with it. It's my current best idea for what to do as the character. Bear seems too good and safe. Boring pick. The exciting thing about it is that it doesn't scale that well until late game. So you do have to work out some way to win late game with it too. Like, that's why I'm not playing it right now. I think it is actually reliant on getting a little bit of stuff between like wave 8 and wave 12 or it falls behind. I could switch into Thief Dagger. I have enough harvesting. Do I want this? Like... maybe? I'm so confused. I'm not gonna take it. Spear is on the short list of weapons that you have to have an actual justification not to pick. It is a very good weapon. It is often possible to come up with justifications to pick something else. Some more lifesteal. Okay. Range. It's so weird, but I just really want to buy Jelly every time I see it. Transitioning from spear to something with good late game. What a wild idea. Wild idea. You have spears and then you just stop having spears? Oof. That's a big ask. I don't know if having spears, someone could convince me to just not have spears anymore. Great character for a strange axolotl pivot. We'll see what happens. Okay, Kaladin. How are you enjoying wins and something or other? I'm down to keep going 3 baits per wave. Seems like an easy one. When running 2 or 3 weapons, you think jelly is good value early, giving up with no downside at a reasonable price? Ah, yeah. Yeah, if you're running more than 1 weapon, for sure. I do think that spending money on medium strength defensive items is pretty bad as a pattern. Unless they give armor. Start going more. 4, 5. Actually, I have to dodge with Spears and Fisherman at the end. You don't have to dodge at all on other weapons, which is why you switch if you can. Yeah. You're right. But spears. But if you stop having them, then you won't have spears anymore. I mean, that's why I'm playing scissors. I would like to not have to worry too much about dodging. Spears discourse is breaking my brain. I definitely have a logic rule on there that's like, if have spear, happy. If have spare, not have spare. If have spare, have more spare. Is it dodging because their damage falls off? It's because you start having enemies spawn in small packs and spears can't keep up with their attack speed. But scissors have better attack speed and they have a ton of innate lifesteal, so it's okay to take chip damage from the spawning enemies. Because my health will come back. Unless it won't. It would have been very awkward to die right then. I need more armor. Need more armor. I cannot read that right now on Unite. I will at the end of the wave. Wow, I just like didn't find armor. Alright, let me read this. You've been writing a paper on software integrity, and one of the articles was written by Mark Andreessen. And triggered you so much that you wrote a 1,000-word paper saying ignore everything he says, the author is a piece of shit. Huh. I just had a adrenaline response to that wave. Give me a sec. Can I have some fucking armor? Holy shit. I'll take 12% dodge. There just isn't armor in the game. It just doesn't exist. Easy dredge. What does locking bait do? Means it's in your next shop. It might curse it with fishhook, and then you would have a cursed bait. God, I would love some armor. So spears would die in a situation like this. IMO. Just roll to armor. Nice. Okay. Alvar, thanks for 14 months, appreciate it. Where do you think Backstreet had been immediately prior to being back? I think all over the place. What are my thoughts on swapping places with a potato for the rest of my life? Oh. Doesn't sound awful. I think I'd be pretty good at being a potato. And it's nice to be good at what you do, you know? Cool, so that's alive for the rest of the wave. Fisherman. Good lord. Like, I meant to have 15 armor right then. Let's try some other fisherman starts. Try SMG. But I don't, like, fully believe in it. Probably I can work out a way to win with SMG every time, though, if I, like, try. I think I can go 2. I was wrong. Hey, Boodrick. Not your fault. Not your fault. Definitely my fault. Alright, so 1 bait. Just kind of feels like you have 1 less store slot, and then you lose because of it. Weird character. I feel like this is just going to be a really easy one, and then I'm going to feel silly. Yeah. Spear has some issues as a fisherman weapon. 2 flat ranged damage, and I have just won the run. Presumably. These Cthulhu's. Hey, Tycorn, it's going okay! Fisherman is my enemy. But other than that, doing pretty well. I think this will just win very easily. Lifesteal. Eh. The Fisherman's also the Tato I have played the most. Is that true? Probably. Well, I don't... maybe. Probably. I don't want 6% speed early. Because it doesn't do anything. You don't need the speed to dodge these. Maybe Elephant gets good, I suppose. Can I go 2 yet? I don't think we're quite there yet. Wild that I am buying 8% damage for 1 material every wave and still not killing stuff. I don't understand this character. I guess I haven't taken the flat range damage and also don't have very much money. Although I have like 80 harvesting. Just need more bait? Probably true. I could take 1 shredder. I'm sure it would be fine. There we go. Starting to cut through. Just rolling for range damage. If I don't find it, I'll take armor. Okay. think I can go 2 now. How many hours did I last in Bazaar before I noped out? I don't know. Look at how many hours I streamed it. Played it a bit offline too. So I watched Gladiator 2 over the weekend. It's not a good movie. It's really interesting to me to think about like why it's not a good movie. And I think with Bazaar, it's a similar thing where it's really interesting to me to think about why Bazaar isn't a good game. But with Gladiator 2, like the movie ends and then you go home, so you can like stop. But with Bazaar, you can just keep playing if you want. So if you're really fascinated in why it's such a bad game, you can just keep playing forever. Cyberball seems good. I'll take 10 luck since I have a little bit of stuff that likes that now. I can actually take those. You don't need to upgrade your SMGs. I don't think Ridley Scott makes good movies anymore. Believable. I don't know what movies Ridley Scott has made recently. Gladiator 2 wasn't good. It was scattered and confused. One of the things that's interesting is there's like an established way to present people who live in ancient Rome in media. And it's not accurate, right? Like it's just like a way we decided to make that thing up. But it turns out that if you don't do that and present them as something else, it bugs me. Which is really weird to me. Like, why am I only okay with one way of incorrectly presenting people from ancient Rome in media? I don't know. How did scissors die? Never found armor. Why didn't I like Bazaar? Holy shit. Well, each run is about like 5 minutes worth of decision making, but it takes 45 minutes. The game has a memory leak, so much of the time you are wasting is spent watching the game crawl to a near total halt as something about the dust particles that don't need to be there cause your computer's performance to drop. The game doesn't seem to have any balance. Like, at all. Oh yeah, I can't upgrade these. The disconnects or whatever. You just reconnect, whatever. I don't really care about those ones. They have the thing where you have to decide which enemy to fight, but they don't tell you what the enemy does, so then you have to go look it up. Which incidentally is what you do for most of the other stuff too. You like open an external window and look it up to find out what it does. You're just terrible. That's just very bad game design. So for the 5 minutes of decision making that you're making per run, you're not even able to do that inside the game. You have to like go seek external help from a website somewhere. Did I say that the game doesn't seem to have any balance? Like, there would be a lot more interesting decisions in the game if it had any balance, but it doesn't. What else? Was that enough? The thing is, like, there isn't actually very much in it, so... Oh my god, when you, like, finish your run, you have to go open chests. And it's so fucking insulting. It's like, would you like to play a slot machine now? The stakes are 0. And you have to sit and wait forever while the animation plays. Like, no, I wouldn't. That isn't that isn't what I was trying to do today. I think it could be better with more development slash balance. I think it is a slot machine with a strategy game skin on top of it, which is intentionally being developed to get as much money as possible from people with or impulse control to protect them from gambling addiction. So I would not hold my breath for it to become the best strategy game in the world, because I don't see much evidence that that's what it is trying to be. What if they added Buffalo slot machine? Buffalo slot machine 1. I have anxiety over Spire 2. Casey Anthony wants to make Slay the Spire again. Like, I'm not too worried about it. They will make Slay the Spire again. This is what they have said they're trying to do. I have seen no evidence that that isn't something they're good at doing. They're pretty chill about it. But I have so much, like, damage percent? Why am I not clearing these waves? What a fucking wild character. Like, surely I should be able to kill a horde wave. I have 161% damage! What? Huh. How can we slay the Spire again? Soon we will find exactly that out together. I've talked about how Generalist only needs 3 SMGs and then become redundant. I don't think that's true on a horde wave. Like, this is not one of those situations. Oh wow. Suddenly I have 1 billion piercing. Alright, I'm done. I think I can do this. And if I die, it will just kind of be funny to me. Alright. I need a bunch of pumpkins. I have so much damage percent. I don't even know if that's true. Oh, it looked like that Pierce dealt 2 as a crit. Yeah, you might be right. It was the second Pierce, though. The first Pierce is doing plenty. Do you think Cursed Pumpkin should go beyond initial damage? That would be fun. I don't hate the idea. It would be interesting to have a weapon that did that. Actually seems kind of sweet. Alright, we play Fisherman with SMGs now. Send lightning shift, kinda like that. Oh, like a weapon where the pierce does more damage? It's a bounce though, not a pierce. I think it being a pierce would be interesting in terms of how you would want to position. Like you'd want to be shooting enemies through an elite or shooting the elite through the enemies or whatever. Just think it would be cool. There isn't that much stuff you can do in this game because there's only one input, so anytime there's something that you can do that isn't in it yet, I think that's pretty appealing. Associate this song with the Sayal Cat song? So do I. Hello, Pierce is now critting for 9. Oh, getting so strong. Sure. I can take that, right? I think so. Favorite cursed item? Cursed bloody hand is pretty good. Cursed Ghost Scepter is fun. I should play a Ghost Scepter character. Like, I haven't played Ghost Scepter at all today, and it's like hurting my soul. There's gotta be a Ghost Scepter character I don't feel super confident on that I could play, though. Ended up being pretty straightforward, I would say. This is kind of like how I expected SMGs to go. I'm trying to die. See if I can manage. Learning experience. No, I'm too strong. Way too strong. Alright, cool. One times bait for first 7 or 8 waves, then turns the corner and wins. Third wave was sketchy though. It doesn't say which wave your horde wave was on the run recap. I feel like that would be a nice thing to show you. When the horde and elites were.